This is Hugh Morley, Senior Editor for the Journal of Commerce, here to discuss how Mexico is working to meet some of the challenges facing its transportation and logistics sector. Mexico's low labor costs, robust manufacturing capability, and proximity to the US continue to make it attractive to shippers, both for sourcing and as a market. Yet the resulting increase in cargo volumes has forced Mexico to look hard at how to ensure that it has the logistical capacity and reliability to handle the growing number of supply chains that run in and out of the country. Those challenges and some solutions were highlighted last month at the second JOC Mexico Trade Conference in Mexico City. Consider that the volume of laden cargo through Mexico's ports has grown at a compound annual growth rate of 4.9% over the last 5 years, according to IHS Markit. Most of the cargo goes through Mexico's 4 biggest ports, which you can see on this map: Manzanillo and Lázaro Cárdenas on the west coast, and Veracruz and Altamira on the east. About 80% of the cargo moved by land in Mexico goes by trucks. That's the red lines, with rail taking the remainder, the darker lines. Port volumes increased by 2.8% in the first 7 months of 2019 over the same period in 2018, with Lázaro Cárdenas and Altamira growing by 8.1% and 5.1% respectively. But that growth is slower than the last 2 years. And while Maersk earlier this year predicted mid-single-digit volume growth in 2019, the country's economy has since weakened. IHS Markit predicts GDP growth of 0.3% in 2019, and the country is hovering on the edge of a recession. Add to that the lingering uncertainty over the policies of the 10-month-old presidency of Andrés Manuel López Obrador and his attitude to business. On the logistics front, he has pledged to invest $2.6 billion in upgrading 3 ports, Veracruz, Progreso, and Manzanillo. The president also wants to create an expensive rail link between the Pacific and Gulf coasts in the south of the country, hoping it will stimulate the local economy and attract cargo that at present goes through the Panama Canal. The challenge facing Mexico is how to improve cargo fluidity, even as rising cargo volumes exacerbate several existing logistical challenges. One is security. Research firm Sensitech reported 4,219 incidents of cargo theft in the second quarter of 2019, up 1% over 2018. And that's despite a determined effort and extensive use of technology to reduce the attacks. Another problem is trucking capacity. It's tight, and some analysts say it's getting worse. That's partly due to a driver shortage and new hours of service rules that took effect a year ago. Some transportation executives say rates increased by 10% over last year. Rail capacity is also tight, and service is not as reliable or frequent as users would like. Some smaller freight shippers say the problem is that the rail system works well only for larger shippers. And the Mexican customs system is also a cause for concern. Users say that imports face a lengthy, document-heavy, unpredictable passage through the customs system, which delays cargo. None of those are deal breakers to growth, and the urgency in dealing with them may diminish if the economy weakens, reducing trade. But shippers and logistics executives see them as key issues to be resolved if the country's logistics sector wants to move forward.